Hi, my name is Jocelyn Gonzalez, and this is my presentation on Spanglish, the results of code switching. What is code switching? Code switching is a speaker's use of two or more language varieties in a single speech event, as said by Catherine Woolard. Code switching is a central part to bilingual speakers so they can maintain activity in both of their languages. Many researchers believe that code switching is proof of fluency in both of those languages. Code switching was first brought up in research by Apple and Moiskin in 1987. There are 5 main reasons for code switching. The first is unintentional. Sometimes the brain, in its subconscious nature, switches between our two known languages. The second is to fit in with our speech community. When wishing to have conversation with certain people, one may feel the need to match that person's language or lingo, as one might say, to feel accepted into that particular community of communication. The third is convenience. Some forms of language or speech are more convenient to use in certain situations. For example, in the comfort of your own home, you might use contractions like ya, but in a formal setting, you may feel necessary to use you all. The fourth is to say something in private. Bilingual speakers use code switching as a tool to keep secrecy by using their other language skills to communicate something they don't want a non-speaker to know. The last is to convey a thought. Bilingual speakers often feel the need to borrow words from one of their languages to better explain and express themselves. What is Spanglish? Spanglish is a hybrid of Spanish and English. There is no standard, and there aren't official rules about how to speak it, as said by Devlin. There is much controversy to what Spanglish constitutes since there is no standard form of it. What we do know is over 50 million people in the United States speak Spanish, and out of that 50 million, 59% of them are bilingual. Here are some words and phrases that are often used in the Spanglish community. The first is lonche, which signifies lunch. It takes the English word lunch and adds a Spanish suffix to it. The word in the Spanish community is actually almuerzo. The second is party, which signifies the word party. Party takes the word party and adds a Spanish accent to it. The word in the Spanish community is fiesta. The third is frizar. Frizar signifies to freeze. It takes the English word freeze and adds a Spanish suffix to it. The actual word in the Spanish community is congelar. The last one is parquear, to park. Once again, it takes the English word park and adds a Spanish suffix to it. The word in the Spanish community is estación. While researching what Spanglish was and how it pertains to code switching, we also see the linguistic elements that fall into this Spanish community or Spanglish community. The first that I saw was language contact. These two languages met each other, and because of their combining and hybrid elements, they experienced change. The second is sociolinguistics. All social and cultural factors that make a language function have made Spanglish function in the Spanish and English community. The third is morphology, how words are formed and created. As we saw before in the slide before, Spanish often took words from English and added suffixes and morphed them into other words to make it acceptable into the Spanglish community. The fourth is felicity. Felicity plays an important role in why Spanglish utterances make sense. They may not be the original form of the word, but because the bilingual speakers know the two languages, they are able to form these words and understand them as they are said. Here is a video by Chandra Arthur, who speaks on the impact of code switching and language variations as it pertains to culture, specifically factors like race and heritage. If you would like to learn more about code switching and Spanglish as it pertains to code switching, here are some resources that could prove very helpful.